Good evening, everybody. It's February 17th, Monday, 4:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now the news. Now, most you can see, my videos are starting to really have an impact. I'm getting a lot more views as people seem to be able to understand some simple math I'm showing. What I found is that the market maker on Coinbase Pro is manipulating the market by not putting his trades equidistant. Okay, what we have here is a case of market maker manipulation, and I'm going to show you how I discovered it and how you could track it. All right, about 2000, around the end of 2017, 2018, one of my colleagues who worked at J.P. Morgan Chase, Freddie Angulo, called me up and asked me to take a look at these two trades that constantly kept appearing in the order book on the buy and sell side Litecoin. They were both the same market size. So that led me to be suspicious because I know that's how you do kettling trades. In this case, we'll call it boxing, which is the official name. A boxing is you have one order of two trades of the same side put on each side of the order book, a buy and a sell. And they're very easy to spot because they're the same market size. Sometimes you might take a little while to find them, depending on how active the market is. You'll see these 1500, 0820, 150821, 150820. You see, those are the market makers trades. They're about 0.01 off, right? I'm sorry, a little cold. Now you're going to ask me, how do I know those are the market makers trades? Because Coinbase Pro told me. How did they tell me? Again, you can read it here. It's right here. My lack of detail on the complaint. I gave them everything that I'm giving you. You see, I don't trust these guys at Coinbase for nothing. They forget it. They stink like a Manzo bucket in one of those garbage buckets in the summer in their butcher shop. Okay, something very bad's in here. And what I did is I launched an investigation with the New York Department of Financial Services. You can see that here. Here's my complaint number, Michael Grief. I actually went down to the office, the New York Department of Financial Services, near South Ferry, Manhattan. They called me to come in on this case. Okay? And I honestly think that since I found the exploit, I think other people are going to use the exploit as well, even those people I might have talked to. One of the lawyers remarked to me, well, you should be a millionaire. Yeah, I could be, but I prefer to live honest and not take my money from somebody else. Okay? Now you can see, if you read it, they're telling you that yes, indeed, those two trades are from one trader. Okay? And it just happens to be, if you read this, that the trader is also the market maker. Now the market maker is supposed to be the most trusted trader in any order book. Okay? He's actually there to make sure it stays honest. Now, you could see that if you read this, Coinbase investigated his allegation, my allegation, and the particular activity reserve is consistent with market maker liquidity provision. The customer bids and offers a like amount. That's how I know when they said that it's a like amount. That the two trades are the same size. They're alike. A like amount, alike. Okay? Typically large amount relative to other orders. Usually the two largest, if you look at these two trades right now, they are the largest trades in the open exposed order book. Let's see if we can find it. You see, 1500, 1500. Largest trades in the open order book. Right? Now let's get back reading this. Now you see that the quotes displayed remain pegged to the last sale for weeks at a time. Now Coinbase said that those two trades, I observed them not being equidistant, so I knew right away that somebody was manipulating the price. I didn't know it was the market maker. Coinbase told me it was the market maker. If you read this, if your comprehension is pretty stable, you can see that Coinbase states, hey, that's our market maker. He's the one and only in Litecoin, and he's spread across all the other pairs, trading pairs. If you read this, they'll tell you that. They say the activity is not predatory. Yes, it is. Because if you're manipulating the price so the market goes into your favor, you're preying on other people, losing so you can gain. So, if you read this here, it says pegged to the last sale for weeks at a time. I haven't found it pegged to the last sale for hour. None of it lasts an hour, so I don't know how they could come up to this conclusion. Now I'm going to show you the dishonesty that this market maker is doing, and it's easy. It's simple math. All you have to do is check if the trades are equidistant. They're telling you here it has to be, both those trades have to be the same distance from the mid-market price. So now we're going to check it. Okay? Excuse me, I haven't been feeling well. So all you need is a simple calculator. And this one agency in particular, you see right here, 1508.21, 72.13, 72 spot 13 minus 72 spot 78. Then you just go on to the other one, 72 spot 78. I see it changed. Market's volatile, but we could do this over and over a couple of times. It's never 72.13. I did it wrong. Please forgive me. In my bold rush to get the numbers real quick, I screwed it up. But I'll do it right this time. Don't want to bother. Okay. That 1500 is buried in this 2073.40. Okay. So hope it stays stable. 71, 72.91. There you go. We got him. 72.13. Now, for the few pennies that the price has changed, look at the difference between where one trade is compared to the other. The sell is much closer, which tells me he wants to drive the price down, and that's how we can follow him. Now, when he's on a beginning of a dump, you have to check this every hour, and if you see this is way off. Okay, I can even tell you the percentage. You're going to look for percentages going either way for opportunities, 35 to 40%. Okay, 0 spot 49 divided by 0 spot 78. So right now, it would be the time to buy in because, well, I would wait a little longer because it looks like he's going to drive it down even more. And that's how I discovered that the market makers manipulating the market and ripping off everybody that's trading Litecoin. It's very simple. See, it goes to 1508.21. 1508.21. Let's do it again. So we do it more than once and we confirm our work. Okay, 73.40 minus 72 spot, we'll say 78. and then 72.78 minus. It's only a couple pennies off. Don't get excited. 71.93. See what I mean? It's never. I told you he was bringing it down. The price is going down. It's still set up to go down, and you can see how I'm able to track it. His trades are not equidistant. 72 is 68 cents. You can see it right there. This one here. And you just eyeball it. Sometimes I just go like here. 73.40. So the balance is 30 cents, 70 cents. 70 cents on one side. You can actually see it real quick. And it's 93 cents on the other. $69 plus about another 7 cents is 76 cents. So there it is, out of whack again. We could do it again. They keep saying that his trades are, when the market stabilizes, right now it's very volatile because he's really looking to bring this down, dump it down. If you stay here where the market's pretty relaxed, that you could see him just manipulating the hell out of it. 73.40. 69. 71.93. Now that price only changed 1 cent. See what I'm saying? 7 cents off. 7 cents doesn't look like a lot. Let's check it out. It's 10%. Easy. Wouldn't you like to make 10% trades on your spread? The market maker is doing that. And the numbers here prove it. Now the price hardly moved. Still a penny off 72.69, which we used as our bottom number. So there you can see that the market maker is manipulating the market right under your noses and ripping you off. It's very simple. Now we're going to discuss what methods he's using. Now this is triple M. Okay? Market maker manipulation. He's maintaining an orderly market. Yeah, right. Now cross trading is to control by one. There's only one market maker in LTC who match purchases and sales to drive up or down the stock price, whichever way benefits them. That's what's happening here. He's moving it up and down, whichever way benefits him. Okay. Boxing, where the broker will position himself on both the ask and the bid, which is the harder penny stock manipulation. So here you go. The same market maker is boxing, or I call it kettling, and you can see his trades are on both sides of the order book. Okay, that's boxing. So that's simple to see. Now, there's also another thing going on. Excessive spreads between the bids and ask prices. We see spreads that are over 20% on a daily basis here on this exchange. It should ring an alarm, even to the exchange itself, that who is making 20%, that the market makers making 20% spread, sometimes as high as 50%, sometimes it's over 100% spread. And what I mean over 100% spread, he'll have his buy 25 cents to the mid-market price and he sells 75 cents away. Figure that one out. And that's it. This you need to read this. This is a very simplified language to explain what's going on. You can see it. You see the broker will position himself on both the ask and the bid. That's there. The cross trading is going on, okay? And he's got excessive spreads. So it's very plain to see. And then you could see the simple math that shows that the trades are in equidistance. If you really want to see something amazing, wait either when it dumps really hard or goes up really hard. Then run those numbers. You'll be shocked at how far he's got them rigged. And this is how the investigation that I've done. That shows that. Oh, I'd like to also introduce, I got a new follower, Sonny Decree. Welcome. Anytime you guys, Crypto Chico, stop fighting and look at this stuff. You got a lot of guys out there that they're promoting this FOMO. And since I brought this out to their attention, they like to say I don't know what I'm talking about. And I sit there and laugh at them. Supposedly, they're telling me I live in New York. Now, there was a case that was in Brooklyn, the Southern District. And two federal judges in October of 2018. Somebody said they were being defrauded out of their cash on one of these cryptocurrencies. So when they said cryptocurrency, the judge was like, well, we don't know what cryptocurrencies are, but we can find out. We can classify them in this court by putting it to the Howey's test. Now, the Howey's test has simple, if it's a community-based thing where people invest and expect to get a return for their investment, and some of the money is applied to development, yes, it is a security, okay? So the judge ruled that, a federal judge, two of them, that they're going to treat cryptocurrencies as security in New York. I don't know how it might be in your state, but usually when two federal judges agree on the same thing, it usually is going to go nationwide. I've also been contacted by the Texas State Security Agency. They've been trying to get me for a while, but I'm going to limit my scope to being out of New York. I already had to deal with, I trained some of the staff out of Chicago for the CFTC, Susan Grandam and a couple of other lawyers. I showed them this simple market manipulation, how to detect it. They understand it. So I don't know what they're up to on this. All I can tell you, there's one agency that's really hot over this. The investigation was opened up about 4 months ago, and it's still ongoing. And as I understand it, if it goes past one budget cycle, 3-month cycle, instead of ending, that means they found something. In other words, they're not going to be chasing unicorns. This is relevance. This is tangible. This is something they could see. And this is something they could detect themselves. I showed them how to do this. So, that's it, people. That's it for today. Please subscribe and give me a few likes. Hopefully you guys will be able to get something out of this and learn how to possibly follow the manipulation and make something out of this. Okay, people, I'm out.